They say the truth sets you free, but sometimes it destroys everything first. My name is Liam Cross, and I learned that lesson the day I opened a file I was never meant to see. A file that changed the way I saw my family, my career, and myself. Some people chase revenge through rage. Me, I let the truth do all the work. For most of my life, I thought I had it all figured out. A stable job at a respected firm, a fiancé who loved me, and a mentor, Richard Halley, the man who shaped my entire career. Richard was more than a boss. He was a father figure, the kind of man who remembered birthdays, offered advice, and never missed a chance to tell me I had potential. I worked late nights, weekends, building his trust, earning every word of praise he threw my way. When he told me I'd be promoted to lead analyst, I thought I'd finally made it. But life has a way of showing you who people really are when they think you're not looking. It started with a small error in a quarterly report, a number that didn't add up. Just one missing zero. But that single mistake cost the company a client worth millions. Richard called me into his office. He wasn't angry, at least. Not at first. He sat behind his desk, calm, composed, and almost rehearsed. "Liam," he said, "someone has to take responsibility, and since you handled the data, it's going to have to be you." I tried to explain, tried to show him the audit trail, but he already had a printed email with my name at the bottom. The email was fake. The timestamp, the format, everything about it was too perfect. And yet, HR believed him. Just like that. Who's suspended. And within a week, my career and reputation were gone. Losing my job was one thing. Losing my fiancée, Emily, was another. She couldn't handle the embarrassment, she said. I remember her exact words. "I can build a future with someone who lies." I tried to tell her the truth, but she didn't care. Overnight, my phone stopped ringing. Friends went silent. People who used to ask for my advice suddenly acted like I didn't exist. I spent the next few months doing freelance work from home. Quiet, isolated, invisible. And then, one night, everything changed. It was a Thursday, 2:17 a.m. I was organizing old backups for my company laptop, the one I wasn't supposed to still have access to. In one forgotten folder, labeled System Archive, there was a file named Client Report. Original version do not edit. My heart skipped. Primera, opened Italiano. Inside was the report I had created, my original numbers, my correct calculations, untouched. Metadata showed it was modified later by Richard Halley. And the last modification date, the night before the client meeting. The night before I was blamed. I stared at the screen. Disbelief turning into a deep, cold calm. He hadn't just ruined my career. He'd done it to protect his own bonus, his reputation. I sat there for hours, replaying every conversation, every fake smile, every "you're like a son to me." And that's when I realized I didn't need revenge. I just needed the truth to breathe. I backed up everything. The report, metadata, timestamps, even the access logs. Then I did what Richard would never expect from me. I waited. For weeks, I gathered more. Every document, every discrepancy, every transaction tied to him. The deeper I went, the dirtier it got. Fake invoices, manipulated reports, even kickbacks buried under shell companies. It wasn't just one file anymore. It was a trail of deception spanning years. I built my own digital archive, encrypted, time-stamped, legally sound. When I was done, I reached out to an investigative journalist, someone who specialized in corporate fraud. I didn't tell her who I was at first. I just said, "I have a story that'll make people question the idea of integrity within a week." She responded, "Let's talk." The night before the article went live, I sat in my apartment, lights off, phone in hand. A part of me still hesitated. I wasn't sure if this was justice or vengeance, but then I remembered Emily's face, and she called me a liar. I remembered Richard shaking my hand as he fired me, and I pressed send. The next morning, every major business outlet had the same headline: "Top executive accused of financial manipulation and fraud." Richard's photo was everywhere. The article had screenshots, Document logs, audit trails, everything within days. The company announced his suspension pending investigation. He tried to deny it, of course, but truth doesn't need defense. It stands on its own. As for me, I watched it all quietly from my living room. No celebration, no satisfaction. Just silence, the kind that feels like justice. A month later, I got an unexpected email. It was from Emily. Liam, I'm so sorry. I saw the article. I didn't know. I stared at her message for a long time. She asked if we could talk. Said she'd been wrong. Said she missed me. I didn't reply right away. I went for a walk. Same route I used to take to work. The city looked different now. Calmer. Cleaner. Like the storm had finally passed. When I got home, I opened my laptop. Typed a message. Some things, once broken, don't need fixing. I hope you find peace. And I hit send. For the first time in years, I slept peacefully. Weeks turned into months. Richard's case went to court. He was found guilty on multiple counts of fraud and obstruction. The company released a statement praising the anonymous whistleblower who restored integrity. They never knew it was me. I didn't want my old job back. I didn't want revenge anymore. What Primera wanted, what I finally had, was closure. Sometimes justice isn't loud. It doesn't need fireworks or applause. It just needs time, truth, and a quiet hand willing to click send. People say revenge is sweet. I disagree. Revenge burns. Justice heals. And in the end, it wasn't the file that changed everything. It was what I chose to do with it.